can't stop evil. All you can do is control it.
Most people will look around this room and see a bunch of villains. Not even the super kind, just plain ass, run-of-the-mill, vanilla fucking villains. But that's not what I see. Because lucky for you, I'm not most people. All of you in this room are phoenixes, and it's obvious what that means. But for you dumb ones, I'll spell it out. The phoenix symbolizes redemption.
Keeper.
I want to make it absolutely clear at the start. I do not hate Dispatch. It is worth the price tag, it is worth the experience, and you should play it, or watch someone else play it if you can't afford it. The problem is, Dispatch suffers from the issues that every single interactive make-your-own-choice video game novel suffers from, while doing something amazing that all the others fail at to an exceptional degree. And also, ad hoc, this is a great way to launch a company, but why is important lore for understanding the characters locked behind $11 DLC? Now when I say Dispatch is worth the purchase, I mean it. For it includes one of my favorite gaming mechanics ever, a dynamic main menu that changes as you advance through the game. And while I don't see most of the menus as I played through this in 2 different streams, they're cool. The first one has a hero called Phenomenon, which I will missay throughout this entire video on purpose, and subtly tells you that heroes are idolized here. That's the poster boy. That's who people inspired to be. And then it cuts to Robert.
What does that mean?
Voiced by Aaron Paul, who's venting about his life and relationship with his dead dad to a chained up villain in his apartment chair. Oh, baby, it's starting good. The subtitles even changed the voice to Soothing Goon instead of Soothing Voice, which is just hilarious to me. And this is a perfect start to a game. You hear about a vague villain named Shroud, who killed your dad however long ago. The goon who works for him has a weird red implant on his neck that you, as the player, don't know that's a normal thing in this universe. The music adds to making the interrogation tense, and you get your first choice. Second, you get to respond to the goon earlier, but all the responses are the same. Yes, I looked. This is the first one that changes the scene afterwards, letting the goon drop or pulling him back. And this relies entirely on the player choosing what they think a hero is. We know nothing about Robert. You know, if you look at promotional material before buying anything, which, why the fuck wouldn't you do that Robert is Mecha Man. You know, through the past 3 minutes, that Robert is not above getting a bit dirty. And you don't know if he has any powers, or if he's more like Iron Man. You have to assume he is not like most armored suit flying superheroes. So do you let the goon drop? Because I don't. I already got my answer for where Shroud is. Why bother with a possible hospital visit? Besides, the main superheroes I like are Batman and Spider-Man, specifically Batgirl, Cassandra Cain, who all have a no-kill rule. So by default, I assume all heroes I play have that rule. Robert, who knows? But this will be brought up later. Suiting up, peek the Obsession stalking board and the photo showing that Dad was the previous Mecha Man, so it's a family thing. You journey to the steel mill. Important to note, some cutscenes have small QuickTime events that you can fail, but you can also turn them off if you're struggling. Quick! Who's QuickTime event? Do what it says! They're neat. The ones you have to hold and drag were harder for me due to my DPI being incredibly high. QuickTime event! There's another one! Oh fuck! Finding out where Shroud is, Robert does a little hacking mini-game. This is half of the main aspect of gameplay and will pop up throughout the experience. It's just a carnival game for finding people's OnlyFans, and I don't think there's any RNG to it, so you can look up any guide and it'll work every time to solve the puzzle, especially later on when they add antiviruses and whatnot. But I love puzzles. But now we get to kick Shroud's ass. Oh, I guess it is.
Hey, can I get a copy of that video when we're through here?
I'm gonna stay silent here, actually.
Because it's over, Shroud.
Oh, never mind.
And it
Okay.
would be nice to watch that back at a different angle.
Oh no, it's over, Shroud.
Oh, fuck you,
it's
dude.
build up face to face with your father's killer, and you come in here with that lame shit.
Yeah, I doubt anyone thought Shroud would be defeated in episode 1. We're supposed to be dispatching heroes, not being Mecha Man. The following fight with Toxic Man reveals 2 things. The censor bar I turn on for ease of editing, and the fact I was streaming this game on Twitch and YouTube Live is very funny. I have a feeling his penis is supposed to be out. And the augments make people incredibly strong, which let me just gush about what this game does best. The characters. I remember every villain in this fight scene. Toxic, Goob Man, Twin Lasso Blades, and Miss Electro. Hell, most of these guys don't even show up again. I just love them. Goob Man, my little baby. Also, this line tells us so much about Shroud.
So, what do you got left on them shields? I said 40%, but Boss Man says you're down to 28. And he is not wrong about these things.
Shroud is a master of data analysis and planning. A bastard who will scheme, gaslight, and girl boss his way to victory. Even makes everyone's augments for the Red Ring group. Shroud also wins.
Foreign device detected.
God, what a start. Shroud is established as a threat, he beats us, destroys our suit, which was our way of being a superhero, and now we have nothing. The game segues into establishing the history of Mecha Man. We're the third in a long line of heroes, with our dad being the second and our grandfather being the first, which, outside of the fact I can instantly clock all the Critical Role voice actors in this cast, I want you to understand my point of view of Robert Robertson. As far as I'm aware, Mecha Man is a family tradition, set by Robert's father taking over Mecha Man Prime once he passed. This, to me, sets Robert to having an idolized version of what a hero is. Someone who sacrifices everything about themselves to help others. Relationships, health, money, whatever it takes. So, to me, Robert believes anyone can be a hero, powers or not. Robert believes that being a hero is a hardship that takes sacrifice, and Robert will fight for that honor. The game instantly helps solidify my thought process, giving an option to punch the asshole reporter, I don't, and stopping a robbery from the Skittle gang. No powers, a broken left arm, just woke up from a coma, and my boy is still trying to help. Does it work? No, but this is where we meet. Damn, what happened to us being able to take out the trained guards earlier to being punched on by a bunch of nobodies? Even with the wounded arm, you think you'd be able to do something, right?
That guy I threw, he landed on the roof, right?
All good.
Phew. Hi, I'm Blonde Blazer.
Blonde Blazer, voiced by Erin Yvetti. I'm so sorry. And she's one of the most famous superheroes around LA, because of course this takes place in LA. Basically Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Zatanna, Black Canary, whichever one you want to take. She's closest to Superman, and yes, she is closer to Superman than the other guy for reasons I will defend later. You know, comic reading fucks, and we get to start drinking! Woo! The next 10 to 15 minutes is to set up 4 things. Blonde Blazer and Robert's relationship being incredibly friendly, a proposition she wants to give us, it's not a sex thing, solidifying my belief with Robert admitting he's dirt broke, having spent everything to keep Mega Man a thing, and meeting some important characters for later. This is a superhero bar. Most people in here work for SDN, the Superhero Dispatch Network, and will wind up being our co-workers. Or in the context of these 3, the ones we eventually dispatch.
No, like a bitch. I control the fire.
Okay.
And the flame. And my skin does not burn. I am Flambe. And you...
Wait, oh shit, I do remember you. You're that shitty villain I busted up.
Not anymore, mecha dick. As I literally just said. I am Flambe, a real superhero. And you are not Mecha Man anymore.
Yeah, it's called being retired.
You need to get the fuck out of here. No, we can do this the easy way.
He is a bastard. Did his tooth get chipped?
Holy shit!
One last stop with Blazer on top of a billboard, and the game really trying to make you kiss her. Like, wow, I don't blame anyone who does, because the game does not make it subtle. The reason I don't is because I don't know if she's single, and you should always ask first. Which if you do kiss her, Robert doesn't ask, he just goes for it. They met maybe 2 hours ago. She just name dropped us without us telling her our name was Robert, which is weird. Robert is drunk, and it's so awkward in a perfect real situation way. This game is so good at dialogue and setting tone for scenes with the music. It's awesome, and is part of the reason the game is worth buying. The proposition Blazer has for us is for working as a dispatcher for SDN while SDN repairs our suit for us. We got referenced by a superhero named Trackstar, who was a part of the Brave Brigade with Shroud and our dad. The tutorial is actually fun, and all the heroes here will come up later, either in one-off missions in the last gameplay section of the game, or in the case of Phenomenon, larger story beats. Oh shit, did I just foreshadow shit? Wait, I said shit twice. I'm terrible at dialogue. The gameplay itself is literally gambling. Some missions, as they're all pre-planned and not randomized, have special hero options that people can do automatically succeed at a call, or heroes will automatically succeed anyway. Otherwise, it places a hero's stats that you can level, onto a graph. And it's up to you to choose the right hero for the job and make sure it can get done. And this gameplay is great. It's simple for anyone to grab. It makes you have to learn the characters when you get your actual team, and the subtle, barely winning a mission with the low chances. Awesome. I have one complaint. It's short. Most of this game is cutscenes, which is fine. I want to make that clear. It's fine to have cutscenes. This is such a fun system, dude. I want to keep playing with the system, I want to engage with it, I do not want to replay the same unskippable cutscenes doing the same missions over and over and over again to do that. Eventually, you just memorize, you can auto-win what when replaying, and I would love it ad hoc, added an endless mode with an RNG element as a proper DLC. Make it a roguelike. Do you know how many people would buy it to help you fund the next game? It'd be great. I personally love to buy an endless roguelike to play in my free time than the $11 comic book DLC that locks lore details on top of a $30 game. Which, again, the game is worth the money, but it's $30 for a one-off story that you can watch someone else play, with a limited gameplay sections. We'll rope back around to this real soon, don't you worry, ho ho. But that's the end of episode 1. It establishes the gameplay, who Robert is, and our goals. Finding and downing Shroud, which requires us to fix our suit, which requires us to work for SDN, as we're butt-fucked broke.
Done saving you yet?
Are you gonna let me down? How do I get down from the billboard, asshole? I'm still up here. Welcome to episode 2 on Board, where you meet Waterboy, voiced by Joel Haver. His power is constantly generating water while being an awkward mess. My chat said his dick is nicknamed the Water Hose. I sometimes hate streaming games. This is not one of those times, cause that's funny. Also, what the fuck, Joel Haver, the funny skit guy on YouTube? Fuck me, man, this cast is loaded. And I'm not even covering side characters until the credits. No shit, it's funded by Critical Role. Half of these guys are voiced by them. Blazer, not wanting to know where Mecha Man, makes us get nude in front of her, change, and whoa, Roberto. You good, man? I know someone who's very into that. Her name is...
Profesh.
Are you serious?
What's up?
Conference room. So, you two fuck or what?
Invisigal, or Invisibitch, as she's typically called by her old villain group, voiced by Laura Bailey. She goes invisible while holding her breath, but also has asthma. Fucked up, but hilarious. She's going to be one of the people we dispatch as she's a part of the Z team, who are all a part of the Phoenix program. What's the Phoenix program? We're covering that in just a moment, Goonettes.
Well, I'm wet. I see why you like him. Look at that trip. What does that look? Best Buy Fight Club? Fucking hot.
First we meet Royd.
Just touch my pants and underwear only. Even for shake, I just do like this.
Voiced by Tenno I. I'm so sorry, Mr. Reed, but your last name's Reed, so I'm gonna refer you as Mr. Royd is chill. Not much to cover about him besides him being the building's tech guy. He's gonna be helping us fix our Mecha Man suit. If you don't fist bump him, you're a coward who deserves to be strangled like a chicken. And finally, meet Chase, aka...
Didn't know you were into spitting in people's mouths. Kinky shit. It's that internet somehow made sex boring.
Okay.
Trackstar, voiced by Jeffrey Wright. The Flash, if the Flash grew older 50% faster when using his super speed. The superhero inspired you more than your dad, babysat you when you were both younger, and now will help you get used to dispatching heroes. This is why Chase is important. He's a mentor for Robert in a fun grunkle way and keeps him grounded throughout the story. Except he's also an asshole to your entire team. The Z-Team, aka the only team filled with Phoenix Program members. The Phoenix Program takes old villains of multiple degrees of jail time and helps them become heroes through SDN's Dispatching Hero Network. A great idea. You get the team because their dispatchers are a revolving door of nobodies who don't want to deal with the team of villains because they're all assholes. Considering the ones we met included bullying us in a bar and stealthing in a conference room for information, you can't blame others like Chase for having a bad look. Covering the last 7 members, due to us already properly meeting in Visigal, you got
This guy is weird.
Sonar, voiced by Moist Critical. Yes, I'm going to call him Voice Critical, and yes, that extremely intimidating fellow voices this character. He can transform into a bat and is heavily addicted to drugs. Being the honorary furry of the group, it's no wonder he's also the tech guy.
Whatever, it was an accident. Just aim your dick up and water piss it off.
That Flambe, voiced by Lance, I'm not trying your last name, I'm sorry. He's an asshole who can summon fire that Robert previously put in jail for arson. Hey, don't come onto the screen foreshadowing, back to the cage! Invisigal isn't getting a title card because she already got one. What's important is she turned herself in. Why? Who knows? No one asked questions.
You don't need to bribe me anymore. I'm in your debt now.
Oh, she is hung over as fuck.
Need somebody?
Or drunk.
I'll keep you in mind.
Coot, voiced by Mayana Baron, she's an assassin for hire who is here for the paycheck. The paycheck is why she is not currently an assassin for hire. She can fly, has perfect accuracy with her knives, and small shadow manipulation. She's also incredibly hot, and I wish the community gave her more art compared to Invisigal, Blazer, and the demon lady I'm about to mention.
That was funny. See? We're just busting balls.
Keep talking.
Punch Up, voiced by Jacksepticeye, yes, that Jacksepticeye, likes to punch the shit out of people, mostly because he has the strength of 10 men and regeneration to help out. He doesn't even feel pain. Scary fucker. Real sweet though.
3 generations that family's been trying to finger me.
What are they accusing you of?
You're cute.
Mavola, voiced by Alana Pierce, she's a demon from hell who can summon portals with a big-ass sword. She's only here to sponsor Sonar so he can have help with his drug addiction. She's super sweet, super cool. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I'm not upset she gets more art than Coop. Do not tell Coop that, hey.
Okay, but just so y'all know, I don't know if I'm making memories right now.
Golem, voiced by Young Gravy. Holy fuck, can we hire non-famous people and maybe make the price not $30? Who am I kidding? Most of these people probably did it for free. Golem is a construct who can construct things, like make himself taller, larger, etc. Not much to add really, he's super chill and is only here because of public complaints about a giant walking golem. This also proves, without a doubt, that magic is real. And finally... Why is the screen black? You mean temporarily, bitch, you blonde forever. Prism, voiced by Thought Squad. They're a band. Some of the music in this game is made by them. Super cool, and also really good music. She summons light constructs and roasts people. She's mostly here because of normal pop star things, drugs, DUI, and it's just listed as assault, but we all know she assaulted a paparazzi member. The fuckers deserve it. She is also in the running for my favorite character. Yes, I know it's all the ladies. I feel like that should be obvious. Yes, it's a 3-way tie between 3 very gorgeous ladies. I am a weak-minded individual who can be easily commanded. And that's your team! A group of ex-villains and jail doers trying their best to become heroes despite their circumstances. You'll learn more about them as the game progresses and you send them out on calls. I'll drop small things I enjoy of the characters as they pop up during the game to help you understand that this is what Dispatch does best. Make characters. Most games in this format, like anything Supermassive Games has made, fails at the most important thing, making their characters interesting and in-depth during the limited screen time they get. Dispatch nails it, and we're like 7 pages into the script already, man. The game's worth it because of the characters and gameplay being good when it's there. But don't worry, we're getting to the problems very soon. First, another gameplay section. Most people quit after one day with these fuckers, and it's extremely clear why. They never shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up!
And I love it. Grants you lore details about the characters and their relationships with each other. Like, Sonar is a huge tech nerd. The bar owner from episode 1 doesn't like Flambe. Prism is really good at social situations. Flambe commits arson to get brownie points at SDN, and Invisigal is banned from a bakery. You're also incredibly likely to have your first power activations during this part. They're superheroes, they have powers, so you have to juggle them into being useful with proper effects. Flambe has a stacking effect per successful job, Prism fills all available slots with another hero, Invisigal is faster at solo jobs, etc. It's a cool way of making you not only have to think about which character is best suited for a job based on personality, but also whose powers would help make it easier. Now, of course, when I said Invisigal is banned from a bakery, I meant this is a story beat and has a fully done cutscene of Robert helping Invisigal. This is the first occurrence of Lightning Struck, voiced by Liam O'Brien. He shoots lightning with his hands, and I'm gonna let the fight scene play out because it's cool. Although this is where I need to ask, how do invisible powers work? There's typically like 3 variations. Only the person's skin goes invisible, it's a layer like force field over themselves, or in Vizzy's case, I think they have to deem an item as theirs for it to be invisible with them. The blonde on her isn't hers, thus it doesn't become invisible. It's a neat concept, and I'm interested in seeing if other people agree. Yes, that is a bait for you to comment, because I am a YouTuber. Thumbs up. Shit, bust them up, girl.
Got any more great advice?
Look.
Shit.
How's that? We got blood on. Okay. Why does the blood not go invisible, but everything else does? Like her clothes.
Bitch.
Oh, he knows us. Okay.
Invisigal, just hold him off while I find a way to help.
Boom. Oh, the asthma? Yeah, but why does the blood not go invisible? Like, the thought process is that because she doesn't view it as her blood. Did the old guy just shoot? Greeny, the idiot, decides to try using the advanced electrical technology to hold Vizzy and the thief at gunpoint. Vizzy ignores Robert's advice. Both of the characters are used to being independent, so this is great, especially when things go wrong. And this makes Robert get pissed at the thief getting away, while Vizzy is happy that the day overall went pretty okay, with other jobs going well. And this instantly leads into a break room cutscene where my biggest problem with every game like this takes place: the illusion of choice. It does not matter what you say here to Vizzy, Robert will always be an asshole, which I understand, okay? Robert is under a huge amount of stress with the lack of Mecha Man, leading the Z team for the first time ever and now getting jump scared twice in the break room. However, Robert willingly signed up to dispatch heroes. He knows they're under the Phoenix program. He knows they're bottom of the barrel nobodies. And I refuse to believe that a guy who I came to believe that so far has the childlike idea of a hero sacrificing everything to help those in need wouldn't help the team better themselves and being better heroes. I know Robert has been independent for the past decade. I know he's under stress, but so is Spider-Man, the last to fall. So is Batman, who tries to redeem everybody. Even Iron Man, who Robert is closest to in terms of lore so far, was an alcoholic loser whose entire backstory is bettering himself and realizing that he should become someone people idolize instead of a warmongering businessman. Makes me mad. I do think this scene sets in stone later plotlines for Robert starting to do what I described for the team. I think it makes Robert and a Invisigal relationship extremely interesting to watch evolve. I think it sets in stone that Robert's dad was very harsh on him to be a better superhero. And I wouldn't care if this wasn't a video game. Don't worry, I'll go more in depth really soon. Blazer mentions that this is the best shift Z Team has ever done, proving Invisible right on being happy with her performance, while Robert is still in that incredibly childlike wonder of superhero work with his speech. His dad 100% is a shitbag. Waterboy is now the SDN's janitor, and Blazer's dating Phenomenon. Vindication. He's also the Starfire of this universe, and I'm making this an argument. Yes, he is Starfire, not Superman. Superman is like blonde Blazer, who grew up on Earth and just has powers. Phenomenon is Starfire, because both came to Earth, have powers similar to Superman, but are terrible at Earth's social norms and are learning about their environment. They're great, and this beat drop is in such a weird spot, and I feel the need to point that out.
Phenomenal.
A little faster. Welcome to episode 3, Turnover, where my biggest frustration with this game lies, and don't worry, it impacts the other 5 episodes till the credits. The intro is extremely important for the plot. Royd helping us carry all the Mecha Man stuff inside while explaining the Astral Pulse, a piece of tech that no one has been able to recreate since their dad's passing, and something we no longer have. Royd going to try his best while also making us an entire new suit design. Reminder, you better like Royd or you can leave. And it's time I introduce the best character, Beef. He's Robert's dog. I just like dogs. Blazer takes us to the side and not only drops a relationship breakup, we've known each other for maybe a week, so she clearly has interest in Robert, but we're also working at SDN. She's our boss. That's weird. Also, even if you can get past the boss thing, I can't. She's also just got out of a relationship, and I refuse to be a rebound. Gotta let that stuff settle before you hop back in. And it sucks, because guess what? If you don't go on dates with Blazer, you never learn more about her besides she's your boss, compared to the rest of the Z Team, which makes this next part even worse. Blazer, having just come off a relationship, decides to cut someone from the Z Team. Not management, not Robert, Blazer. And this is where my entire problem with this game lies. You cannot tell me that when Robert was saying we should be hard on the Z Team to build growth, he meant cutting someone. No, you know what? Not just someone. Old criminals, which includes drug recovering addicts, actual assassins for hire who only aren't being an assassin due to the SDN paycheck, an arsonist who breaks the board by setting fires, someone who can make anyone legally blind. The list keeps going. Why on earth does Blazer think this is a good idea? And you really mean to tell me that Robert, who just said he wants to help them all be heroes last episode, who I still believe knows being a hero is supposed to be hard and challenging, doesn't try to say no? Just an offhand comment on it maybe being a bad idea? And no, this isn't a let's see if it puts a pep in their step moment. You will be cutting somebody, no matter what. And Robert just doesn't give a shit. And even was something Robert was fine with, this is literally our second dispatch ever with the Z Team. We have been their dispatcher for one singular day. You don't even let us get a week to fully understand them as people, see their strengths, see their weaknesses, see if the Z Team can naturally improve. Oh, I got pissed. I understand that this is for the story of the Z Team and thus Robert Robertson. However, this is also a video game, or as a player, I want to have an impact on what happens with my own decisions, however limited. But you don't get a choice in this story. Someone gets cut. It's going to be between Coop, Sonar, and Visigal on the leaderboard, and oh, would you look at that. One of them has already had a major cutscene with us, and the other two just so happen to both fly with wings. I don't even have an excuse to keep foreshadowing in its cage anymore. This is unreal. However, the gameplay section is actually really nice. The team actually has a team up feature that boosts people's abilities, and during this day, everyone is trying to sabotage each other and actively fucks with each other on dispatches. Unless they're in their team up with their bestie. Coop with Punch Up, Flambe with Prism, Colum with Vizzy, etc. However, these guys also force each other onto dispatches to fuck with each other. Almost like they're villains who want a chance to be better and don't want to be left behind. That's crazy. Almost like this plotline is a bad idea to everyone but Blonde Blazer. Fun facts learned about this gameplay section. Prism is a badass bitch. Flambe has anxiety. Punch-Up doesn't like hurting ladies and calls his arms Theresa and Susan. Coop and Punch-Up are dating, or at least exes, or at least fuck buddies. And you'll never guess who gets a fully made cutscene again. Invisigal! And it's against Lightning Strike Guy again. She's totally getting cut between the, again, two characters that fly with wings. Of course, we get the pep talk scene between everybody, which I'ma let play out because it keeps proving my mind right on who Robert is.
Most people will look around this room and see a bunch of villains. Not even the super kind, just plain ass, run-of-the-mill, vanilla fucking villains. But that's not what I see. Because lucky for you, I'm not most people. When I look around this room, what I see is
potential.
Got there in the end.
Unfortunately for you, it's a curse. Because there isn't a thing in the universe that goes more wasted than potential. And despite how common it is, no one seems to forget. It's what they whisper when you leave the room. Oh, so-and-so had so much potential. It follows you forever.
Man, he is self-reflecting right now.
I'm here to help you lift the curse of potential. By getting you to fucking do something with it. You're all part of the Phoenix program. Any of you know what a Phoenix is?
Ooh, city in Arizona.
Yeah, the sweltering ball sack of America.
Nah, if Florida's the dick, then Louisiana's gotta be the ball sack. Just, position.
The Phoenix, according to legend, is a beautiful bird of prey that was so tired of its immortality, it tricked the sun god into dropping a spark on its nest to set it ablaze, burning it to shit. But instead of dying, the Phoenix emerged from ash, reborn. All of you in this room are Phoenixes, and it's obvious what that means. But for you dumb ones, I'll spell it out. The Phoenix symbolizes redemption. It's what you're here for. It's what connects everyone in this room. To burn up who you were, to become who you were meant to be.
Phoenix is also a lame-ass band my lame-ass roommate listens to.
You're late.
I like that band.
You would. What are you talking about?
Did you notice that? Blazer looks so sad at Vizzy for her comment, which makes me think the roommates, as well as something later that we're getting to real soon. Round 2 of gameplay. Prism critiques everyone's music choices. Mavola knows a lot about cults for obvious reasons. Me saying earlier of Coop only not doing actual assassin work because of a paycheck is true. Heroes need flight licenses. And Invisigal started passively giving up to make everything easier on everyone else, which is called being a fucking coward. Robert, yeah, fuck me. I'm keeping that one in. Robert has a whole motivational speech with her about how someone's circumstances don't dictate who they can be, and she finds out and successfully arrests the Thundercock guy, which is a cool cutscene that I'll play out because it's cool and it's my video and I like showing cool things.
I didn't think it would work. I don't get it.
So, this one keeps the comm line one-on-one. This one connects to the whole team, and this one
That's why I go
goes
red.
out to
Okay.
the entire branch.
Fuck.
Good job. Yeah, you got off light. One dispatcher broadcast the details of his botched circumcision. HR nightmare. Did you mean all that?
Okay, this is what I mean though. This is why I went on a huge rant earlier. It does not make sense to cut anyone from this team because we've only been their dispatcher for 2 days. And we can clearly tell, at least from this, now granted, they're probably faking it because they're assuming she's getting cut and they're still assholes. But like, you are assuming that after 2 days, you're watching this and you're still gonna cut somebody. That is stupid. And I understand that it's probably for story reasons, and we have ads. That's probably for story reasons as to why we have to cut somebody, but that's just dumb. Like, it doesn't make sense to do. You hear that rant? You hear me say that? Now listen to this line.
Look, I know I'm not supposed to play favorites here, but even if she was on the bottom, I'm not sure I'd have let you cut her.
Are Blonde Blazer and Invisigal friends? 100%. Are they roommates? Likely. Are you mean to tell me that if we didn't help Invisigal at the end of the shift as a story beat, then no one would be getting cut? Because Blazer wants to play favorites, and instead, Robert, and thus the player, is forced to choose between letting a recovering drug addict out of his job, or an assassin who actively kills people and only isn't because she works here. As a player, I don't want to cut either, and I don't get the option, because this isn't a video game. It's a TV show advertised as a video game. The game is 70% cutscenes. The plot takes place in only cutscenes. The gameplay, while fun, is very lackluster, and is mostly filler between the cutscenes. So why is this not just a TV show for people to watch, or advertised as an actual visual novel? It's the lowest tag on Steam based on user submissions. Now, Dispatch is not the only game that has this, and it's why I still think it's worth buying. Dispatch has gameplay. Dispatch has good characters. Dispatch has a good story. Dispatch should have been a TV show because I want to see and thrive in watching a different superhero story like Invisible every 2 years with a fucking budget. Compare that to anything Telltale has made. The Walking Dead had terrible gameplay, fight me. The Walking Dead has an amazing main cast. The Walking Dead has a good story, and The Walking Dead is from a universe that is a fucking TV show. There are 11 seasons, not counting spin-offs. Jurassic Park the game, based on a movie. The Wolf Among Us, based on a DC comic called Fables. Minecraft Story Mode, based on a video game, but it has terrible gameplay, terrible characters, and a terrible story. That's a terrible game that I love and play on my birthday as a gag. Batman, Guardians of the Galaxy, the cancelled Game of Thrones and Stranger Things games. Fuck, let's try a different company. Supermassive Games. Until Dawn, troped characters, terrible gameplay, and okay story. The Quarry, terrible characters, terrible gameplay, terrible story. The Dark Picture Games, terrible characters, terrible gameplay, and a terrible story. The casting of Frank Stone, set in a universe I personally love, did so bad and got so much backlash for being bad, it made Behavior Interactive cancel all other projects set on expanding their universe because they trusted a company whose best performing game was a 7 out of 10 at best. And every single one of these games has an extremely important factor. A lot of decisions don't matter in the long run, or matter so much, nothing else does. Almost every single Supermassive game has this person will be a slightly larger asshole to you and instant death as their two choices. Telltale games typically have a larger story change or something so subtle it doesn't matter, but the main beats still need to hit no matter what, and Dispatch is the same. And you know why? Money. It's purely a money thing, because no one can probably make 8,000 different cutscenes for every story decision because of the butterfly effect. So instead, you make a story with one main plotline and add some diverging ones and select places that slightly alter but don't overly change anything else. And to me, that is a bad video game. I have no problems with these things existing. I like choose your own adventure books. I like being limited in my choices. Some of my favorite RPGs are New Vegas, classic given who I am, and Skyrim. They have limited options. You wanna know what else they have? The ability for me to just fuck off and do nothing, because it's a video game, where I am controlling the character and I have choices. I wanna make it clear, I do not hate these types of games. I love reading and watching and playing plot lines to immerse myself and understand what's going on and grasp themes. Even my interpretation is more basic or different than what the game is getting at, I try my best. Telltale and Ad Hoc deserve your money for making these experiences, and should be applauded for making stories in universes that make sense in a creative way. Not Supermassive though, I have a vendetta and they ruin Little Nightmares with a third one. Fight me. I really think that these developers need to advertise and make it apparent these are closer to TV shows and novels than actual video games. And maybe the joke is on me for ever thinking otherwise. But when you can watch someone else play a game and get the same experience as if you bought it yourself, I think there is an inherent problem with being called and majorly self-advertising as a video game. And I'm sure some people will say you can watch every game and get the same experience. Somewhat true, yeah, for story beats and cutscenes. If I watch someone else play Resident Evil 2, and we'll use the remake for this example, and I see them maybe struggle on a boss a bit more, have Mr. X pop into different doorways, or understand puzzle faster, that's two different experiences based on the gameplay. And if I watch someone pick a dialogue option outside of big story beats, the result is always the same. So if I watch someone choose to not kiss Blazer, go on dates with Invisigal, and then say no to her later, that's the exact same experience as me. The only difference is, do they struggle with the gameplay? Do they level up heroes differently? Which are valid differences to have, but I don't think it's deep enough to warrant truly playing for yourself if you can't easily afford to. And if this was a more set in stone video essay type format, this is where the video would probably end. I like to cover my full experience playing games, and we have 5 more episodes to go through. Hey, honorary Twitter people, someone posts my thumbnail and title to the website and goes, "I'm not watching this," or something. What's up? I hope anyone who watches this based off that quote retweets with this part. Or is this doesn't happen and I'm just assuming because it's the internet? What a sad world. End of episode 3. I cut Sonar because letting an active assassin back onto the market is insane to me, with absolutely zero foreshadowing whatsoever about Sonar, including the achievement pop, and we move on. Except not yet, because I also fully believe that people only cut Coop instead of Sonar because Sonar is voiced by the funny meme man on YouTube. You can't tell me that's not the case. Or because he's also hot. And whoa, I can't show that. Oh my god, pivot to the cat. Mavola, the one who was promoting Sonar to SDN, is now mad at us, which, fair. Robert should have stood up for not cutting anybody, but whatever. No, we're pivoting back into the complaints, because Chase tells us that Blazer wants to fill our blank slot with Phenomenon or Waterboy. What? You're meaning to tell me we have to have 8 people on a team, and we just can't keep the main team for doing a good job? It's bullshit. And the reason it's not automatically Waterboy is that Phenomenon is depressed because Blazer fucking broke up with him. Now, I made my chat pick quite put on the team because I frankly didn't care, and they chose Phenomenon, which is more reason for me to not date Blazer. So I learned nothing about her. Further, the romantic tension with Vizzy in front of Royd while testing the astral pulses. It's not going well, and anyone who doesn't tell Blazer that her aurora is showing behind her dress is a piece of shit. They tell you at the end of the episode, and I never want to meet the 21% of people who don't fucking mention it. There's a small cutscene with Phenomenon with a joke that fucking got me like no tomorrow, and funny tidbits from the gameplay today. Mavola fucks off midway through to help Sonar, almost like he's a recovering drug addict. Everyone makes fun of Blazer, and gosh, I struggled during this shift from being down 2 people. I will never claim to be good at games, except Dead by Daylight and Minecraft. I'm pretty good at those 2. The game, assuming you're struggling, cuts midway through the day of 1, add more intensity to your relationship with Flambe, and making you choose between Waterboy and Phenomenon for the second half of the shift. We choose Phenomenon like I said we would, have a hug that is extremely funny with the black bar, and finally get back to work. No one is happy. Mavola is usable again. Phenomenon gets depressed and is unusable for 45 seconds if anyone loses a job. Flambe cooks really well. Mavola's stage name is Horny. Golem adopts a baby kaiju, and Robot brings out the photo of him and his dad. 4 of the episodes are about the team, specifically 2 through 5, while 4 episodes are about Shroud and Mecha Man, specifically 1 and then 6 through 8. Phenomenon has a pussy, probably, or like a goose penis, and finally, the last major decision of this episode. Go on dinner with Blazer, or go to the movies with Invisigal. Yes, this is a romantical thing. Yes, I think it's less weird to pick a movie with Invisigal to hang out than a private dinner with Blazer, who just got out of a romantical relationship. Also, did anyone else feel like the game was trying its hardest to railroad you into a relationship with Invisigal? Blazer is your boss, and Invisigal is more of a coworker, even if you are her manager in a way. Blazer came up with the cut someone idea, Blazer just exited a relationship, and during the decision for movie or dinner, Invisigal is actively talking to you, and Blazer isn't even on screen, but shows up in a text message. But that's episode 4, which functions as a bridge between episode 3 for the cutting plot, learning the job, and foundations of Robert's relationships with everyone else. And episode 5, team building, where the team goes from co-workers to actual friends or family status, and bring back in Shroud later on. But first, we need some good old-fashioned flashbacks to the day that Mecha Man arrested Flambe. I love this. It adds a level of intensity to the rest of the episodes of redeeming yourself and understanding what a hero is, while recontextualizing the rest of Flambe's interactions with Robert, who Flambe doesn't know is Mecha Man. And this relationship will matter most for the main decision in this episode. Do you reveal yourself as Mecha Man to the team, or stay as Robert? First, another shift. The town of Torrance is extremely smelly. Prism's first single was based off burning another woman's hair, which I wouldn't be shocked if that was true from the voice actor. Mavola's sword has a name. Coop is an avid raider. I know what you are. Phenomenon looks ugly for his planet's beauty standards. Now having a high stat will automatically result in a fail. And the entire team knows we went on a date. Isn't that cute? The game cuts to Prism and Mavola, revealing that the entire team has bets on what hero we are, and none of them are guessing Mecha Man. Truly, we are a masterclass of deception. They also believe Mecha Man is dead. Chase then asks Robert a very important question. I think this is just like the start of the game. What type of hero are you? Someone who is self-sacrificing morals, someone who does it based on the person, or someone who kills any super villain there is? Chase asks, will you kill Shroud? And that is a better showcase of who the player is than anything else. And I think seeing what a player's breaking point is on crossing the line is so much more fascinating than anything else. Shift 2 of the day has a citywide power outage happen, which makes calls more intense and so many people are going to start looting. Fun facts I learned from this shift: Golem is an avid meme sender, Phenomenon finds airplanes fascinating, and the team invites us to go drinking. Welcome to the Sardine, a villain bar. We know a villain bar is real and no one shows up to arrest people? Weird. And specifically Red Ring. Robert buys everyone's drinks and I'm gonna let the cutscene play out. This is in the running for best scene in the game. I'm sure if you look up this game at all, you've seen it. It's like 10 minutes, so skip to the spawn screen if you want to skip. Yes, I'm including most full fight cutscenes because I think they're cool. You shouldn't skip any of them, but you can.
Here, try this.
Thanks.
I am happy to provide these inauthentic Mexican calories.
Yeah, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I don't like Taco Bell. Or to be closer, Chipotle.
I ordered 3 triple crunch tacos.
Dude, Coop is freaky and I want her to do things to me. Oh, Jesus. Yo, she's got claws? Wait, that's epic. Why is the screen black? What you mean temporarily? Bitch, you blind forever. I have seen this.
I didn't order that.
I have seen the full bar scene. I just want to make that clear, so I do know all about this.
Ordered 3
Three
tacos.
triple crunch tacos, yeah, you've muttered it 50 times. Just eat that. It's the same shit anyway.
He totally
Literally
has a
everything at
concoction.
this place is just a remix of the same 5 ingredients. Hot sauce? You drunk or concussed?
I'd go with both. Or do some friendly fire.
Oh god. Please tell me I rip out someone's eye socket. Oh Jesus Christ. No, that's the girl I liked. Oh, fuck me. I'm not, I take my medicine.
Sorry, boy.
You wash your hands after touching all them filthy nutsacks?
Thought he seemed salty.
Ooh, there she is. Thanks, babes. Sauce it up for me and everything.
You got
Enjoy,
most of the
please.
sauce removed when you flicked it. Okay, whatever. How strong are your teeth? Holy shit. Not super proud of my ass. Oh, hi, dude. Jesus Christ.
Love this!
I'm not, I take my medicine. Remember, he has the strength of 10 men when he does that, by the way. Wow.
Both arms? Y'all are fucked up.
Weird thing is how easy it was. This churro isn't as soft as his noodle arms.
Maybe give us a heads up next time you want to start a fight. I want another drink.
You're heroes now. Heroes don't start fights. You finish them.
Boo. Cringe.
Well, not many finish fights against the Red Ring.
Yeah, how do you have beef with them, Mr. Dispatcher?
Yeah, we know this Robert guy is a front.
Of course, this all leads into one question. Do you tell the team you're Mecha Man? I think not doing so is weird. Like, really? Why would you not? Unless there's a time skip, you've been working together for an entire week, the team is finally trying to trust you, and the only thing stopping them is you. They all defend you from Flambe as well, and it's just a really nice touch. The team even reveals their civilian identities after as a sign of full trust. Hell, even leads into Episode 6, Moving Parts, where the team watches the next test and failure of the Astral Pulse in the Mecha Man suit, with Royd saying he can't do it with self-doubt issues. This comes into play later. The rest of the game is the strongest part of it, learning more in depth about each character as they open their trust to each other and work as a team. It's the found family trope, which I fucking love in any game. Chase understands that and is getting a little protective of us. He's a found family grunkle that Robert has had for ages. Combine that with Vizzy being the member rubbing against Robert the most, from a team he already doesn't like, and this is going to explode later in their lives unless they fix it now. Either from Chase admitting the team is alright, or Robert isolating himself. And there's no way he's doing the second option. Leading into the first gameplay section of today, Blazer was covering for us while we were recovering, which...
Good? Yeah, challenging. Made worse by all the enhanced villains we're dealing with lately. I have a whole new appreciation for you.
Oh god. More fun tidbits. If you reveal yourself as Mecha Man, Flambe doesn't come into work. What the fuck is an e-biker gang? Burying someone sends you to hell if you're married to a billionaire. The billionaire, Vanderstink, is a stand-in for every tech billionaire. Yes, you can piece that together. You can make Phenomenon take antidepressants, which is kinda funny, and apparently there's mole people living in the sewers. The game cuts to Robert having a mental breakdown in his apartment as he realizes, who is he without Mecha Man? He's never been Robert before in a true fashion way, and as he's accepting that he'll have to truly find out who he is, and the player starts to think, oh, Robert's not gonna be able to become Mecha Man. The gang crashes his apartment. What's up, lads? Are you gonna help me furnish the place so it stops looking like a guy died here? Oh, sweet a lamp. 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 So while Robert thought he was never gonna be Mecha Man, Vizzy and Royd come in with, hey, the Astral Pulse is actually still out there and we're trying to find it, with all the ex-villains helping. Oh, this is so sweet. Look at them dance. Although it's highly noticeable that Coop is outside in the scene to be easily appraised with sonar if you picked him. Of course, Vizzy wants to hit the place tonight, while Blazer and Chase want to go tomorrow with a more advanced team who knows what they're doing. Which, fair. I understand Vizzy wants to help Robert for all he's done to help her so far, but the warehouse is covered in guns. What do you want us to do, girly? Of course, nothing you pick here matters as Chase, drunk out his mind, speaks up.
There. Now I know you're a cow.
Jesus, Vizzy, he might be 30, but he's physically 60. But hey, Flambe, what's up, dude? Nice lamp. This leads to a nice heart-to-heart with Chase, a spiteful man who wants nothing more than to be a hero again. He's been backstabbed by someone close to him, Shroud himself, and will never trust heroes like the Z-Team until they bleed for him. Until Robert calls him a hypocrite anyway. A good change of heart. Except Vizzy went, fuck it, we ball, and went to the warehouse anyway without telling a single member of the Z-Team for backup. Like Coop and Punch Up wouldn't roll up anyway. Also, if you notice from the bar fight last episode, a lot of these villains were there at the Red Ring bar, which Shroud runs. Oh fuck, this is gonna go so poorly. Someone blocking the camera on the left.
Visigow, stop.
It's rule of Coolin to move along the plot. I understand why, I'm just...
Hey, Vizzy, stay calm. Your inhaler, it's...
Did she put it back in the case though?
Hey, Vizzy, he's just gonna keep fucking with you, but you don't give up, okay?
But did she put the pulse back in the case or what?
Vizzy, you gotta fight. Please.
Shroud's a theater kid. I believe it.
Get up. Get up.
Keep up.
No!
Oh.
You're good.
He's gonna get a heart attack and die, isn't he? Oh, fuck. Chase dies. And Robert has a flashback to Chase caring for us back in 2003 as a babysitter because our dad was busy. He was always busy. It's a damn good scene and recontextualizes the blip on Robert's ear to being possibly family related. Robertson II sucks. It's a really good scene. It makes the death of Chase hit harder as that's the one family member Robert has left. It's gonna make Invisigal incredibly guilty and form a rift between her and the rest of the team. Because while none of them were close to Chase, he was the only one that kept them in line early on so they could keep trying. And they like Robert, and Robert likes Chase. It gives everyone a reason to hate Shroud too. It's great. It's a really good story beat. Except it's a fucking fake out. Yeah, Chase, the old man who just had a heart attack, not fucking dead. He's hospitalized and won't wake up anytime soon, but should live, and the story hits harder if he dies, and I'm not sorry. This is the start of episode 7 retrospective, and the rift I mentioned and scare for Robert is still there. I just think the impact for Robert specifically is lessened, as he knows Chase was happier than ever before when saving Invisigal. He got to be a hero again. And the entire episode is about Blazer with the entire Z team trying to encourage Robert to cut Invisigal. So suddenly Robert can choose to cut people, but to Sonar and Coop, Blazer got to just make it happen? I got genuinely pissed because what the fuck you mean? Robert only letting himself cry in private though hit extremely close as home, and fuck, have I mentioned the title cards yet? Every episode drops this title card for Dispatch, and it's so good every fucking time. Fuck. And then it's downplayed because why does Waterboy know about Z-Team shit? He's the janitor. Is this just because the scene always happens and they can't account for people not choosing him? It's just weirdly placed. Phenomenon's makes more sense because he's been at SDN for ages. He probably knew who Chase was. And I already mentioned the entire Z team wanting to cut Invisigal. But the following scene before the gameplay section is weird. Chase, who I believe holstered and helps the Z team into who they are, didn't ever show a real connection with them besides heroic asshole grandpa. Why are they all distraught? And it just happens to be raining during the gameplay segment, which fun tidbits for today. Golem is sad because Vizzy isn't here today and is hammered. There's activist superheroes who hate pesticides. Golem likes slip and slides, which I just think is cute. But no one likes Bone Zone, but he writes checks so people still want him rescued. And the team is still planning to drink after today. Well, not really. They're voting to kick Invisigal off the team. Robert, of course, gets final say, and I really don't know why anyone would say she should get kicked off unless you don't understand Robert's self-sacrificing nature and wanting to see the best in everybody, while also ignoring that Chase said in episode 2 that he would do anything to use his powers again. He could not have been happier saving Vizzy. And the game references the person you cut earlier in the game, which I already covered in length, why I don't like that plot point. And don't worry, it comes up again the next episode. Now, depending on what you pick here, the next gameplay section has the group performing worse with a dropped morale, which is cool, and I understand Mavola or Punch Up depending on who you were forced to cut, because this is a huge double standard when not cutting Vizzy. The game makes us run to her in the locker room, changing, be respectful, and this is where Invisigal reveals that... Alright, so I have the censor thing on, so we're about to see a giant black bar over her tits. I just want everyone to be prepared, and don't laugh when it shows up, okay? We're mature adults.
I'd hoped getting the astral pulse back would help, but I couldn't even do that.
Vizzy, you don't owe anyone anything, okay? Least of all me.
It's gonna be funnier if it doesn't show up now.
I was there that night.
What are you saying?
What do you mean?
I never ran with Cruz. Always.
Oh, fuck!
But my ass.
She bombed us. That coma Robert was in was because of Izzy, and during that time she turned herself into the Phoenix program. And this is a huge choice. Choosing to forgive her. Having the lighting in the locker room show the shadow of Invisigal's thoughts while Robert is in the light. And I like to think, because I chose to forgive, she walks into the light instead of the shadow, foreshadowing that she's going to keep trying. And then she sexually assaults us. For those unaware, because you genuinely might just not have considered it, a kiss you didn't consent to that you literally can't see coming, let me make that clear, can't see her, is sexual assault. What the fuck? Now, do I know if this happens if you don't pick the movie date and instead go for Blazer? No, I don't. Do I know that this locks you out of the Invisigal romance option after she tries kissing you from not only watching your grunkle possibly die to choosing if she should stay on the Z team or not? Yes, which is outrageous, because why would you agree to this unless you're desperate? Have standards, people. Now, understandably, Robert is driven to get plastered at a villain bar, while Blazer asks if she should mention Trackstar or Invisigal in the news report. Something minor, not sure there's any actual important decisions. Wait, did I say villain bar?
Freckles, you mind telling me what's going on?
Holy shit! Oh shit, is the bearded guy Shroud?
I respect her. Blazer. Real fucking superhero.
Shroud. Holy fuck, is this guy cool. Every scene he is in, he is intimidating. He is a threat. He steals the entire show. And wait, shouldn't he have the pulse already? Because he took the case back at the docks with, without I mean Vizzy.
Waiting for this.
Oh. Hi, Sonar. I want you to feel the fear and dread of when Shroud is on screen. I want you to stare at this mask and realize this is how a villain is done correctly. Establish the threat early, establish relation to hero in some way, establish reason for player to hate him, and make him a challenge. You can't tell me the stuff updating mask isn't fucking cool. Shroud is pure logical math of who and what should win facing a team of rejects. And the only reason he doesn't kill Blonde Blazer or keep Robert is his respect for her.
Or half of you can die here.
Now that's a fucking superhero. Chills. Top notch. You made them nervous. Okay, we're out of here. Take your piss-soaked pants out the back, please. Don't want to tempt this tiger. Now's not our time, Blazer. But it's coming sooner than you think. Oh. And by my calculations, it was closer to 32%. But half sounds better.
Insane. And this perfectly leads up to episode 8. Pulse is in, supposedly, Vizzy's hands. Robert is injured to hell, Chase's health might deteriorate, Z-Team's morale is low, and Shroud is about to move in with our ex-teammate. Which, outside of the game bringing back the cut storyline plot because I disagree with the entire fucking thing, and Robert going to a fucking villain bar, I'm having a blast. This is what I mean. The gameplay is good for what it is and fun when it's there. And the characters are so fantastic that I can't help but love the game and universe. But the story not letting the player have any real direct impact outside of a romance option and part of the ending, oh, it sucks. And it breaks my heart realizing what this could have been. Yes, a TV show would have made people possibly care less for the characters. Yes, I think most will say it being a game is fine. And yes, I agree with those statements, but I will stand by that the player not having a larger impact on how the story can go or things the player can do for the characters hurts me, because when it's a game, I want to interact, not watch cutscenes. And you can skip the cutscenes on repeated playthroughs. Why can't you skip them on repeated playthroughs? I went to Achievement Hunt, but it takes like 8 hours to finish the whole game, and I just can't. Me editing, that's when you insert the explosion.
Yes.
Ah, fuck. Episode 8, Synergy. And why math isn't everything. It's late, and there's not enough superheroes around to keep it going. Royd has to step in for Chase's team, and Z-Team only has Golem, Prism, and Punch-Up to start. Not only that, but multiple members of Z-Team and other heroes got ganked by the Red Ring are now in need of backup. Welcome to the most pedal-to-the-metal gameplay section. Keep up. Things you learned during this section. Some SDN subscribers are annoying and won't evacuate because they pay y'all. There's random science experiments happening. There are so many hacking mini-games. Flambe gets tied to an oil tank with water dripping on him like torture. Golem eats gummies to sleep, so he is out of it. Mavola is late because her phone is on Do Not Disturb, and of course she's somewhere off-world before this. Coop got trapped on a yacht, of all things? Invisigal shows up and the team is not at all hyped about it. Some callers are other heroes like Sweet Talker from the tutorial. Vanilla Man got kidnapped because they asked him to put on handcuffs. And Robert has to call someone special, someone hot, someone who's incredible at being a superhero. Fuck their shit up, Waterboy. Okay! Chad gets fully summoned. LA is getting swarmed, so the search expands to cover the whole city. Sonar shows up. Health.
Yo, Z-Team! Been a while. Miss me?
Hi, Sonar.
And you brought Red Ring back up. A lot of Red Ring back up.
Sona, what the actual fuck?
Ah, fuck. The team has sentimental value with him. There's no way this will end well, and holy shit is Coop and Waterboy with a steel chair! The billionaire no one likes wants a huge coffee or... Sorry. The billionaire's girlfriend no one likes wants a huge coffee order in the middle of all this shit. My game bugs, so I can't use Mavola for the rest of the shift, who also heals people when they're injured, which was just fucking great. The Neighborhood Watch tries throwing hands against the Red Ring. Robert has the idea to make the Z-Team stop returning to base so they can get more done, which totally doesn't have something relating to the soon-to-be cutscenes. The Red Ring somehow steals the USS Iowa, and if you do bad enough, Blonde Blazer joins your team to help out. And I will defend myself, considering that Mavola was unusable for part of this section. I consistently lose 60% chances, but win the 40s. And then Phenomenon bugs, so I can't fucking use him either. But right as you take down Sonar, the SDN power goes out. Shit, Chase is on life support. Robert just drops off beef with Chase. Yes, this comes into the story later. And Robert finds Invisigal supposedly stealing the mech suit, but being caught by Royd. She also has the Astral Pulse, just like Shroud said. Also, Shroud's now here, with Sonar. The game tries doing this is she, won't she stuff of Izzy being with the Red Ring or not. I think it's kind of bullshit, because like, why? She fakes getting the Astral Pulse for Robert, faked an entire plan, brought the Astral Pulse here for Robert to use for the mech, but is working for the Red Ring anyway? Why? That doesn't make sense. I'm shocked if anyone doesn't untie her here. She's a human with a shit ton of guilt in her body that's trying to be a hero for once. Like, the entire game is about redeeming villains into heroes. You gotta show trust about it. I am mentioning this because you find out at the end the difference in how many people did what, and I need y'all to see the difference. But no matter what, you get to see the man become mecha again. Yes, I'm showing the entire fight. It's cool. And now that Royd has the pulse after all this, could he just make it? Or no? Jesus Christ, Royd. Fuck him up, dude. Oh shit. I should have waited a little bit more. God, that's cool.
Oh, this is the premium package.
Roy, you really outdid yourself.
The man is Mecca again. You stuck riding a bike, guy?
Stretchy guy.
This is great. Obviously, the suit doesn't work without the astral pulse, so it is really nice of you to bring it to us. Your dad would be so proud of you if he wasn't dead.
Cause Shroud killed him. Like he's gonna kill you.
And all your friends.
That break their fucking arms!
Right. Sure. We can break all their arms right before we kill them. Super weird crime scene. Or just give us the pulse and we'll let you live.
With broken fucking arms!
Of course.
Both arms! Each one gets broken!
Everyone gets it, okay? We see the casts. You're making it weird.
If you want it, come and claim it.
What a fucking dork.
Wait, why am I a dork?
Oh, you're telling me you're not referencing... Who says claim?
I do, motherfucker. I'm not referencing shit. That's a Mecha Man original.
Crazy, right? It's like real big, but super quiet. So cool.
So fucking cool!
Okay. Does look cool. I'll give him that.
He helped me build a mech if I helped him build the Astral Pulse. Just another promise he didn't come through on.
Okay, that's what this is all about? You needed it to power your stupid spider shit?
It's not stupid.
Come on, kid. Using the pulse to power a mech is like plugging your cell phone into a nuclear reactor. No. I'm gonna use the pulse to change the world.
Hey, can we just skip this part? I don't need to know what you would have done if I didn't stop you.
Which I'm about to do.
Oh, they don't like that.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh fuck, okay. Sorry, I was not locked in. I kind of forgot about the quick time events, I'm not gonna lie.
You alright, brother?
I just torched someone to death, okay.
You trying yet? Or is this just the warm-up round?
I'm locked in for the next quick time event, trust me. I can't look at chat in case they pop up. Why are we saving during this part? That tells me that there's more QTEs that will actively kill them.
Still got that new car shine.
Oh! Hey, girly.
You were late. My calculations had you showing up 30 seconds ago.
Sorry to disappoint.
I can't tell you how boring life is without surprises.
Well, then it's a good thing I can't even predict what these idiots are gonna do.
What the fuck?
Oh shit! Prism, fuck him up! I've never been happier to see Prism show up.
outcome is the same.
He was able to knock them all out with his massive schlong, I agree. Before anyone in chat talks about it.
The best this team has to offer.
We are literally the worst team. My mic keeps rustling each time I do the drag mouse one.
I hope my saving you from collision was appropriate.
It was phenomenal.
You know, I definitely had that.
Okay.
Oh, great. Well, I'll just go then.
There's a bitch.
We never finished our dance, Mecha Man.
I don't give a shit.
I got the guy for you.
Wow, you really think this little fucking Lucky Charm is a match for me?
He's got a special move. See ya.
Where'd you come from?
He did the stupid arm thing that never makes any sense. I love it.
I see you.
Robert, this isn't working. He knows our next move before we do.
Oh. Hi, Sonar. This scene is so cool, because my god do I love the following fight with Sonar. But I need you to understand just how frustrating the scene also is, because I hate this plotline and don't think it would have happened in the first place with Robert. Whatever, back to fighting, you two!
Sonar, stop.
Oh, look, Dad. Mom's home.
Hey, we're your friends. Please, this isn't you. Help us stop Shroud and earn your spot back on the Z team.
You wouldn't have to earn it back at all, you dumbass. Is Punch Up rolling Golem to suck people up?
No, I don't think I will. Because you know what? Now I'm on the me team. And if you couldn't appreciate me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Which is your loss, really. If these new augment Shroud hook me up with give me some pretty sweet new moves. Wanna see it?
No, actually.
Yeah, no, not really.
I keep lifting my mouse off my mouse pad in a panic, I'm sorry. Do you think Flambe can rise resume proficient in fighting mechs? I hope so. I wonder what this looks like with Coop. Oh shit, okay. that looks like he just got hit by a train. Oh shit, I was not paying attention. I was reading chat.
Calm down. It was your weak hand. You can still jerk off.
Oh, maybe if you grip it with the 7-1 and hold it with. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
Fuck, I wasn't paying attention again. Each time I look at chat, another QTE pops up.
Wait.
No!
Well, at least she fell in the hole. That goes right down to the medical wing, doesn't it? You know, it makes so much more sense why they have the option to turn QTEs off, because it is nice to just have to watch this scene instead of having to play with it. Missed one. The fuck?
Shroud's got a new suit now? What the fuck? How long was I out?
Blazer.
What?
You're not the only one who wasn't born with powers.
Oh,
My powers
so
come from that amulet.
how the fuck does that work?
Holy shit. Look at you.
Oh, look at you.
Oh shit, yeah, look at me. Shit, no, look out.
Shit, okay.
No.
That's cool. Oh, okay, so just to pause. So I'm assuming that it's like if you went on the date with her instead of going to Invisigal, you learned that early.
Razor always did have a soft spot for helpless losers.
Fuck off.
See, now they're playing it smart. Can't predict what you can't know, right?
Fuck.
I'm going to make love to you now.
Okay. Dumpy is so cool. What? Oh shit, we're fighting a giant mech with a guy with powers, pulls out my Subaru. Oh shit, where's my keys? Fuck, what is... Right after a beer. You... Oh, fuck me. I know what I'm doing after stream. I'm turning that into an edit, bro. Fuck. I don't understand why the middle fingers are blurred, by the way. I only have it like that for the nudity. Cool. I like that. Rule of cool, baby. I am smiling. You can't tell because I have a PNG.
We fucked them in the face.
Fuck yeah! You believe it? Shit.
That's what I'm talking about, brother.
That's it? Let's go again. Anybody want to go again? Yeah. You're alive. Nice.
You too. Nice. New, look.
Why? What happened? I still look good, right?
Damn, Chase is acting like
a
he's
French
39.
Soccer player is going through something.
Stop!
To be fair, you are dealing with a guy who, at like 38, was 87. So, he is so excited. He's like back in his 20s. We'll defeat you using the power of friendship and this gun I found, yeah. His new name is Starblazer. Oh, I haven't been reading it.
No. Trackstar. Well, that is a surprise.
Please, Elliot, put him down.
Oh, this fat fuck.
Hey, that's beef. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I know this is gonna be like we're gonna give him the pulse or we're gonna get the decision to or something in exchange for beef. I just want to point out that if he were to drop the dog, Malova could just open a portal and they'd be fine. I just want to point that out. I know it's a high stakes situation, high anxiety, probably not thinking about it, but that is a solution.
Why is everyone so tense? Don't worry. I'm not gonna drop him.
Oh, is he gonna shoot the dog instead?
They'll just swoop in and catch him anyway.
It wasn't.
So yeah, no. If I'm killing this dog, I'm gonna be sure he dies.
Know this. If you hurt him,
None of those are. Percentage, 100%.
So, why don't you, and only you, Robert, fly your father's suit up here and give me my fucking astral pulse? Oh, and if the rest of you could surrender.
How is no one knocked out? This, to me, is the decision on if you understand Shroud as a character, or more so Elliot, a man who felt backstabbed by Robertson II, the last Mecha Man, when they made the Astral Pulse together. A man who lies, cheats, and thieves his way to making the odds stack in his favor. A man who was totally lying 5 seconds ago on Invisigal still working for him. A man who is so insanely good at math, his entire thing is predictions, similar to how the gameplay is about predictions. Oh my god. I need everyone to understand. I need everyone watching to understand that this is why I'm wrong. The whole spiel earlier about this being as a TV show, yeah, I still stand by that, but this one little non-confirmed part of the story makes me think Dispatch is better as a video game, and it's the first Telltale game to ever do that for me. Shroud, good at building and tinkering, bad at emotions, sacrifices others. Robert, good at coding, lives in the moment, self-sacrificing. Both these statistics want the Astral Pulse, are related to Mecha Man, and seem to have childish ideas of what a superhero is. Robert is a self-sacrificing hero like Batman and Spider-Man. Shroud is a scorned, backstabbed anti-villain like so many alternate universes, which is why I fully believe Shroud was the Brave Brigade's dispatcher, not a random superhero, not a family friend, the dispatcher, which is also why I think Robert would live in the moment. Courtney.
What the fuck is this, Robert?
You said you wanted the Astral Pulse. I gave it to you. One of those is it.
They look fucking identical, Robert.
Look,
It's why I think Z-Team trust him. It's why I think Invisigal gets to become a hero.
It's all there. Every permutation. Every...
Nope, he guessed wrong. Okay.
Fuck! Wait.
just a hunch, but I'm starting to think that you guessed wrong.
No. It's just...
This can't be.
You know, someone has to clean it up, right?
You son of a bitch.
Waterboy, my goat.
You lost. It happens.
Maybe you shouldn't have tossed the other one away, dumbass.
Sorry, kid. We both lose.
Beef? No! And it's why I think Robert doesn't kill Shroud. Heroes don't do that. Z-Team wins. Everyone gets the good ending. Red Ring all get jailed, and Visigal gets everyone's respect, except an insane amount of players who got her to become a villain. Robert gets to be Mecha Man, Chase gets to be a superhero again, Sonar or Coop, depending on who you pick, gets to come back to the Z-Team. Which I still fucking hate that plotline. I'm gonna keep reiterating that point. That plotline fucking blows. Blazer gets to live like Mandy for once in her life. And now we can all see where life goes. The credits are also really cool. So is Dispatch a bad game? Not at all. It's actually pretty fucking good. I got some issues with it, as I've said, but hey, it wasn't a bad way in 2025. Outside of playing more Dead by Daylight anyway. Now there are some things I forgot, and one last thing I want to cover. Phenomenon is voiced by Travis Willingham. Galen, fuck my bad. A side character in The Office is voiced by Nimish Patel. I'm so sorry, dude. Shroud is voiced by Matthew Mercer. Sorry for not including it earlier. I straight up forgot, but it's also Matthew Mercer. It's really obvious it's him. Toxic Guy is voiced by Jared Goldstein. Arm Dude was voiced by Frankie Quinnos. And thank you to everyone else that worked on the game. Now, why is important lore detail locked behind prequel comics? Yeah, the entire reason why Shroud is pissed locked behind the bonus DLC that is $20, which is annoying because these comics reveal non-important things and extremely important things that make the story hit harder. Waterboy's biggest dream is to hold things without them becoming wet. Mavola and Sonar's first day has them hung over as all hell. Coop was sent to kill Punch-Up, which ended with them fucking instead. Phenomenon and Blazer breaking up at Sushi. That the rest of the Brave Brigade wanted Shroud's upgrades and Shroud willingly put it into his head instead of somewhere else for some reason. Robert got nicked in the ear because his dad left him unsupervised while Robert tinkered with the Mecha Man suit, causing its self-defense systems to go online. His dad did not give a shit and told him to just get up. Shroud wanted to be on the Brave Brigade so badly, he turned himself into a cyborg, challenged Mecha Man to a fight, got his ass beat and embarrassed because Mecha Man kept delaying the vote for him to join the team because he hadn't proven himself, but didn't tell Shroud that. Then Shroud shows up the next day and shoots him in the heart, with Trackstar failing to run up and block the bullet. And I really only care about the last comic not being shown for one reason. It parallels the ending in perfect symmetry. Except for Robert, it got blocked. And if that isn't a good way to cement the fact that Robert is Mecha Man, a true hero, the thing that Shroud wanted to be, then what else does? Thanks for watching. Sorry for the clickbait. I would put YouTube members on the side here on Patreon or something, but I'm not monetized at the time of making this video, and Twitch subs get celebrated when they happen. So instead, a special thank you to Azula, who I commissioned for this lovely 3D model forever ago. I don't really remember when. And these other art pieces they've done for me previously, they're also really cool. They're wonderful, and I'm linking their stuff below because I can. I'm gonna include a few edits I made of Dispatch that are kind of private jokes between a few other friends, and a edit that I made that I just think is funny. And as for the next video that I have planned for April, well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Dumpy is so cool.
Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you die? I'll go 100 miles an hour. Little do you know, I filled up on gas. I'm a kid, you're about to make an ass. Pulverize this bomb with my fucking truck. It seems you're out of luck.
Besides Golem,
abstain
I guess.
from voting, as I am neither human nor reformed villain, nor particularly interested in this conversation. I only came in as I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering tonight. I am hoping we still may.